Now let's take a look at tuning the engine on your Savage XL Octane. Remember, when the engine is new during its first several tanks of fuel, it's still breaking in. So be patient and drive the Octane for at least 2 or 3 full tanks of fuel before adjusting any of the engine settings. The standard settings on the engine will get you going just fine, but if you're in a cold and wet area, or in a very dry and hot area, the factory settings may not allow you to get the best out of the GT15C engine. Now we're going to show you how to tune the engine for more power and speed. First, make sure the engine is fully warmed up and that you have a small thin screwdriver ready. We'll only make one small adjustment at a time so that we know what each change has done. We're only going to adjust the high-end needle. Look to this needle if you feel the Octane needs more speed. No matter what, you should never adjust the low-end needle. The only thing you might want to do is make sure that the low-end needle is at its base setting. This information is found in your kit manual. Before making any adjustments, we need to be clear that you must not turn this tuning screw more than 1/4 turn in either direction. When adjusting the screw, you'll need to do so in the tiniest adjustments, meaning 1/24 of a turn at a time. If it will help you remember where the starting point is for the screw, put a mark in paint or pen on the screw. To get more speed from the engine, we'll be leaning out the high-end needle screw. Turn the screw 1/24 of a turn clockwise. This slightly leans the high-end fuel-air mixture, and you should see more top speed from the engine. Start the engine up and do a test run. You should now see more speed from the tuning change. If you still want more speed, shut off the engine and adjust the needle again, remembering to turn it only 1/24 of a turn. Make sure that you always see a trail of smoke coming out of the engine, and remember that the more you run the engine, the more it breaks in and the more speed you'll get. So again, we advise you not to make any changes to the engine settings for at least the first couple of tanks. So be patient, the engine will get more and more powerful as you drive the Octane. If your engine is running too lean, make it richer by turning the tuning screw 1/24 of a turn counterclockwise. If the high-end needle is set too rich, the engine will make a deeper exhaust note and slow down as it's getting too much fuel. If the high-end needle is set too lean, the engine will make a higher exhaust note as it's being starved of fuel. You'll also notice less smoke coming out of the exhaust, which means not enough oil is getting through the engine. In extreme cases, the engine will shut off completely. If you get mixed up and forget how many times you've adjusted the high-end needle, the factory setting is easy to get back to. Turn the needle screw all the way closed, and then open it exactly 1 full turn counterclockwise. After you've adjusted the high-end needle screw, you might notice your Octane wanting to creep forward when the engine's running. This is usually caused by the idle speed being a little too high. If the engine sounds like it's struggling to keep running, or it cuts out, the idle speed is probably too low. These are both easy to adjust using the idle stop screw. Put your Octane on a block so the wheels are off the ground. If the engine RPM is too high, turn the screw counterclockwise until your truck's wheels aren't moving when the engine is running. If the engine RPM is too low, turn the idle stop screw slowly clockwise until the wheels start to spin slowly, and then turn it back clockwise until the wheels don't move. When you're adjusting the idle stop screw, be careful not to damage the washer on the rotating arm behind the screw position. Push the arm out of the way of the screw if you need to, so the washer doesn't get bent. If you get mixed up and need to return the idle stop screw to its factory setting, it's pretty easy. Close the screw all the way clockwise, and then back it out 2 2/3 turns from fully closed. There's plenty more information if you need it in your kit manual. So keep that handy and get out there and have some fun.